So I saw this trend on TikTok where everybody's apparently stripping their laundry. So I got all the stuff and decided I was going to strip my husband's 20-year-old comforter from when he was a child. And so I threw all the stuff in there, mixed it up, and then I did wash and dry his comforter prior to this. So this should be clean in theory. But I got it all saturated, threw in our sheets, which are only like a year or two old, mixed it all up. And then you're supposed to stir it like every 30 minutes to an hour just to kind of agitate it. This was after 30 minutes. And I was just absolutely disgusted. Because like I said, I just washed all this. And then this was after 2 hours. Disgusting. 3 hours. Disgusting. Oh my gosh, it looks like pond water. And then 4 hours. And then right after I took it out, kind of just wringed everything out, this is what it looked like. Nasty. I had to go grab it out of our linen closet because we actually just got our new big blanket, so my husband finally, it's not gone, but it's out of my bed at least. But here's one side of it, and then I'm gonna flip it over so you can see both sides. So here is the camo side. This is what it's always looked like. You can look in the other video, but it looks exactly the same to me. And then there's the green side. It's reversible. Not faded whatsoever. Still the same. But yeah, like I said, there's no way that there was any excess dye left after 20 years of washing and cleaning and possibly stripping. My mother-in-law may have stripped this blanket. I don't know. But there's no way there was leftover dye. As you can see, the blanket looks perfectly normal, just like it did before I stripped it. So today I decided I was going to strip my son's bedding. So I started the water while I went and got it. I am only stripping the sheet, not the sheet protector, because there is that waterproof protection, and I don't want to strip that. It's just going to be getting washed as normal. I wash his bedding once a week, just like the rest of ours, but he is a very hard sleeper and sweats a lot and sometimes still spits up and drools and, you know, all that fun stuff babies do. So that's why there was little spots on his bed. But anyway, I added my Tide, my borax, and my washing soda, and then I mixed it up really good to make sure I dissolved all the powder. And then I threw it in there. And I'm only probably going to let it soak for probably maybe 2 to 4 hours, but here is 30 minutes after. So today is day 2 of stripping my husband's laundry. Get your head out of the gutter. I'm just making his shirts extra clean. So I threw everything in there as normal, and it started getting really murky really quick. So after about 2 hours, I decided I'm gonna trade out the water and rinse everything. And so I just drained the tub after I wrung everything out really well. You can see all the fuzzies and the dirt at the bottom. It really shows up when I rinse it. But I'm going to be stripping these twice. They're in the tub right now. I'll do an update for part 2 later. So we are officially on round 3 of stripping my husband's shirts. Please remember that these are shirts that he works in, like when he's changing oil, doing yard work, going to the deer camp, just getting sweaty in general and nasty. So you can see that they're pretty dirty still. I don't doubt that there's some dye coming out, but being that these shirts are at least 5 to 10 years old, I highly doubt there's that much excess dye. But it's getting a little bit better because you can actually see the drain plug. You can also see that there was still stuff coming out. This was what was left over on the bottom of my tub, and so I just gave it a quick rinse. And I decided to individually rinse each piece in the tub and wring out that extra water that was just sitting in the tub that was still in them, maybe, to keep it from tinting the next strip. So we decided to go ahead and start on another one. This will be round 4, and I will update y'all in 4 to 6 hours. So this is the 4th and final time that I will be stripping my husband's work shirts / t-shirts. This batch was only done with washing soda and borax. Somebody suggested not using Tide as it can lock in more instead of letting it come out. As you can see, the water was a lot less dirty, and I really don't want to have to do this again. You can still see that there was some sediment and fuzz down at the bottom, and so I was happy with it, though I didn't want to do it again. So I will be doing my t-shirts next. After this, I just threw them in the washing machine with my detergent and fabric softener. Y'all quit coming at me for using fabric softener. I like using it. It's my choice, but thanks for the tip.
So I got married in a muddy field, and holy cow, my dress is wrecked. These stains have been on here since November, and I just decided to tackle them. I'm going in with the laundry stripping method from Go Clean Co., a tub full of hot water, a scoop full of powdered Tide, a scoop of OxyClean, and an 1/8 of a cup of washing soda, an 1/8 of a cup of borax. We'll see if these grass and mud stains come out. They've been sitting on this dress since November, so there's no promises. I made sure the whole thing was soaked in the hot water, and this is the water after 5 minutes. Come back for part 2 to see if it worked. Laundry stripping my wedding dress part 2. This is what the water looked like after 2 hours. I decided to take the dress out and drain the water because sitting in all that dirt was not helping. This is all the dirt left on the tub floor once I drained the water. So I rinsed out the tub and decided to restart. Let's go, round 2. More Tide, more OxyClean, more borax, and more washing soda, and then a bunch of really hot water. Let's hope that round 2 works a little bit better. Round 1, I feel like just got a lot of the heavy caked on mud off. Now let's hope we can get the rest of those brown stains off. I mix it up with a broom handle just to get everything worked in together, and let's let this sit for another couple hours. Fingers crossed. Here's part 3 of laundry stripping my wedding dress. It is looking so much better, but oh my gosh, there are berries, seeds, thorns, sticks, all sorts of wildlife I'm finding in this thing. So it's getting late. It's almost 10:30 at night, so I am going to drain this and let it dry for the night, and then I will do one more round tomorrow and then let it dry in the sun and see if that helps. I might do some spot treatment, but oh man, this is looking so much better. There are a few spots, especially in the front, that still have some pretty dark mud stains on them, but for the most part, the train is looking super good, and a lot of those stains are lightening up a lot. So I am hopeful. I don't think we'll get it 100% perfect, but I do think that we can make a big difference. So tune in tomorrow for part 4. A lot of you guys are asking how my dress got so muddy, why I have thorns and sticks and all sorts of wildlife in my dress. Well, this is why. I had a super long train. We got married out in a field, and we trudged through all of these sticker bushes to take some pictures by the lake. So there you go. Part 4 of stripping my wedding dress. This is what I woke up to, so this is how we're starting our second day off of laundry stripping. I'm reloading the tub with Tide, OxyClean, washing soda, and borax, and this time we're adding a little bit of vinegar per some suggestions. We'll see how that works. I let this sit for a few hours and then came back and checked on it. Man, that vinegar did a great job. It's definitely lightening. I also went to Walmart and got a Zote bar, and so I'm going to scrub the entire hem of the dress with this. Let it soak for a few more hours and see how that does. I honestly did not think that this would be multiple parts. I thought that this would come clean after 1 or 2 times of laundry stripping, but man, I'm really having to put in some effort for this. Hopefully this soap bar helps scrub those really tough stains out of the bottom of the hem. They're just really soaked into that lace. I also bought White Bright, but I'm nervous to use it because it says not to mix it with OxyClean, so we'll see. Laundry stripping my wedding dress, part 5. After using the Zote bar on the hem and giving it a little scrub, the hem looks so much better. So I decided to drain the tub, rinse off all the soap, look at all that gunk. The problem is now the mesh on the train has turned brown. So I'm going in with White Bright and I'm gonna let it sit for 30 minutes. Holy crap, look how bright white this is. I think this might actually work, guys. Come back for the final part, part 6. Laundry stripping my wedding dress, part 6. I can't believe we're finally at the end of this journey. It has been quite the process. I went ahead and rinsed all of the product off of the dress and made sure it was all off. Then I hung it outside to dry in the sun, and I am so freaking happy with how this came out. It looks perfect. I mean, there's a few stickers and thorns still in there, but all of the dirt and mud and stains came out of this, and I can't thank you guys enough for all of your suggestions and cheering me on along the way. We did this together. It definitely felt like a team project. Thanks, guys.